All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rechak double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth and sincerity and wholeheartedly, Shalom unto the Akwath, which is the women believers, Shalom unto you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and he speak as a dragon, and you know, this video clip is only 23 seconds long, so I just want to get through a couple of scriptures before I play it, because, you know, since I already quoted the end of the scripture, this is like we've been in that time ever since he got into the office. And I beheld another beast come out of the earth. That's the Roman Empire being reincarnated into what you call America today. Started with the Renaissance. And the two horns, the two political parties, like a lamb coming to you, you know, docile, humble, you know, acting like he got your best interest at heart. But, and he spake as a dragon. Okay, so this is the time that we are in. See, now, this little clip that we about to listen to, he just talking about killing people now. All right, now, I think it's this. I read this in a long time. Yep, you should not suffer or wish to live. So remember, he been having these strikes on Venezuelan, which are, all right, Israelites, okay, from the tribe of Asher. And so they are the face of the drug cartels, even though these are the biggest drug dealers. So anyway, every time that you walk on the corner and you see a Walgreens, a CVS, all right, that's drugs right there. Then, like I always use this example, like the biggest drug dealers that you've seen, you know, that like the Nicky Barnes, the what's the dude that played in American Gangster, Frank Lucas, Freeway Ricky Ross, all of them was tied to the CIA, as in like the CIA was funding them. So anyways, so these are the biggest drug dealers. We don't own no planes. We don't own no manufacturing that we could just have all these cocaine and heroin come in. But they always got to put a face of somebody and make them the enemy when they are the one that's pulling the strings behind. So the reason I read this scripture right here, because he's talking about just killing, and hey, it is what it is. We're not for drug dealing, but we also, what happened to due process? What happened going through the proper channels, you know, because right now you just saying that these are, you know, drug dealers and we just going to kill them. So let's watch this real quick.
If you are declaring war against these cartels, and Congress is likely to approve of that.
And remember war on drugs? That was back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. So it's nothing new under the sun. And all of these is targeted Israelites. Black, as they call it, black or brown, you know, so-called black, so-called Latinos. All right. All of this target them.
So why not just ask for a declaration of war?
Well, I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country.
So basically, if he could say that about drug cartels, now remember, he'd been using the word criminals a lot. Last time I checked, a drug cartel is a criminal. Then he's sending National Guards out to these cities where Israelites are at because of a crime, right? So I'm trying to paint a picture, you know, for the believers to let you know where this devil can go and will go, because it's in the scriptures. If he just saying we just going to kill him, he going to start saying that about the regular criminals that he called criminals in these where the National Guards is being sent. So that's why I want to title this video, and he speak as a dragon, because that is some dragon talk right there. And remember, the Lord is in control of all of this. I always call Edomites the main spirit of vengeance. So the Lord's going he's going to unleash these devils on you. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, for in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. All right. So this is what you call the devil coming down with great wrath. Because that's what it's going to come to. If he just saying we don't have to do no declaration of war, they bring in drugs, we just going to kill them. So you think that's not going to trickle down to the Israelites, people who just do crime, period? Now, when you go into the history, of this man named Draco in Athens, Greece at the time, he had severe laws. All right. That's what you call a draconian come from, the word draconian. Okay. So he had harsh laws where little things can get you caused to be put to death. So that's what's going on again. He spake as a dragon. So remember, the Greeks, the Romans, they're all Edomites. They here today, the same people. That was back then in that kingdom. We here today. We in a Greco-Roman Empire all over again. All right. He's about to really start cracking down. So this is what's about to come to the world, whether you believe it or not. It said, for there should be in every place in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. All right. Because remember, the scripture says First Peter 4:18, 4:17, actually. It says that the judgment of the Most High must start at the house of the Most High. Matter of fact, let me get it. It said, for the time has come that the judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? So the Lord, he ain't even saying like, oh, judgment ain't going to come. He literally saying, listen, yeah, judgment is coming. All through the scriptures, he said he got us though. But as you see at the end of this scripture, what about them who obey not the gospel of the Most High? And if the righteous should scarcely be saved, see, there's still salvation within us, being in the midst of this time. What shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So as it said, for there should be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, and they should be like madmen, sparing none. Okay, that sounds like just kill them, just kill them, shit. But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Because remember, some of us is going to be martyrs. Some of us is going to be beheaded, okay? Because we don't want to bow down to his system and take the digital implant, which is called the mark of the beast. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. But then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as gold in the fire. Those who stand stiffly for the name of the Lord will be rewarded. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. See, there go more salvation for those who believe, for those who trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, for those who rehearse the righteous acts. There is a contract, and within contracts, there is rules and regulations, things you have to abide by. So,
kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay, we're going to kill them. They're going to.
They're going to be like dead. So like he just listen. He literally said this too on the news. Because I went to go fact check. I fact check everything. These social media platforms and this AI just be real, man. You can't even tell. But he actually said, he did say this. You go fact check it yourself. But yeah, so you see how bold he is. So you think this ain't going to trickle down to what Jacob trouble? Jeremiah 30, alas for that day is great, so is none like it. All right. But the scripture said, but he shall be saved out of it. Another salvation, being saved in that time.
Be like dead. Okay.
Look, he don't care because he's the devil. So it says, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. So we're going to trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai at all costs. Lord willing, we endure to the end and we stay men and women of the Lord. So I'm going to end it on this. And at that time, because that's how bad it's going to get, shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of your people, not everybody, and there shall be a time of trouble such as was never since there was a nation, even to that time. And at that time, your people, possessive adjective again, shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be around found written in a book. Okay, so this is how your president is talking. Okay, and look at his eyes. His eyes look demonic as hell. But hey, what you expect from the devil? So, he speak as a dragon. That's why you better seek ye out the Lord while he may be found. And Shalom.